Business from the time of creation, there was a business. From the time of creation. Business exists from the time or from the beginning of this universe. If you look at olden days, there was something they call something silent trade. Silent trade, people didn't speak anybody's language. They come in, they have something, they pull it there. This individual come and look at it, they like it. They too, they show something. If they like it, they exchange it. That is it. So from beginning on this earth, business exists. And then because business exists, God made it such a way that anyone who comes up with great business or come up with an idea that helps his children, he blesses them. God bless them. God is always interested in businessmen. So if someone comes to you and tell you that a business is not good, you are greedy, you like money too much, you like this, folks, there was money during the time of our Lord Jesus Christ. There was money even before Abraham. There was money before even creation. So let me tell you, business and money are something from God. Total gift from God. The reasons why I'm coming up with this thing is that if you look at our human race, there are so many things we take for granted. We don't sit down and think about how those things came. We don't sit down and think about how someone created heat, furnace to grow heat so that winter time you don't die. We don't sit down and think about hospital equipment so that there is X-ray, there is CT scan, there is MRI, there is this and that to scan your body to find diseases that can kill you. So that when they scan it, they find it, they give you medicine. Someone don't sit down and think that there is a profession called nursing or a profession called doctor that studied human body to save human life. All these things are the work of God. All these things are the work of God. So if someone is talking about business, or if you are there and then some idea comes into your mind, I want you to sit down and then focus your mind and think about it. Think about it and said, why am I receiving this message? Why am I dreaming about this? Think about it and work on it. Because probably you are the only person on this earth that God Almighty has handed this vision to you, this idea to you, this business idea to you, just for you to exploit and then set it up so that humanity will be saved. God's children will be saved upon that business. If you probably, maybe you might not believe what I'm saying, or you might not understand. But let me tell you, let me give you a typical example. There are some businesses on earth, without it, human race will be wiped off. Somebody came out with that idea and set up that business. Mostly, for example, hospital. If there is no hospital, if there is no scientific research, human race will be wiped off because a certain disease will hit and then destroy every human being. Think about COVID. Some people sat down and then they what? Struggled, sacrificed their life to do what? To come up with vaccines to save me and you. That is business. That is a work of God. So if God gives you opportunity, if God gives you an idea to explore, don't take it for granted. Just start it. Work on it. And then business is not based on, say, you just produce something alone. If you're working for somebody, it's a business. You sacrifice your life. For example, if you work for Metro Transit is a company. They hire you, the driver. Your profession is to do what? To drive. Metro Transit hire you, handed you the key, told you to transport people from point A to point B for them to give you money to compensate you. You are doing business. You are saving life. Because point A to point B, there is someone over there, a child of God or a son of God who's supposed to go to hospital, who is sick, needs transportation. Hop into the car, into point B to go to another business for them to save him or her life. So running a business is something that is from the beginning. And it is the most fundamental thing human being, we don't need to take it for granted. That's why I keep on saying, if God granted you a position, to lead some group of people, or to lead a nation, to lead your tribe, to lead a church, to lead your state, to lead your constituency, you have to know that God purposely chose you because God believed you could handle it. God didn't choose you to destroy it. God didn't choose you to come and mess up those human beings. God just chose you for you to come and do that work to help others. Folks, I want to encourage you that anything that you are doing, just do it and do it right. It doesn't matter what people talk about. It doesn't matter how people sit down and try to degrade it. Just focus your mind and believe that God purposely chose you to handle that position. To handle that position. Anything, any business, anything that you feel God has given you or you have specialized in it to help humanity, indirectly, you are doing the work of God. You are doing the work of God. Do not let anybody sway you anyhow. I'm not saying that you should go and then, fight anybody, but you have to stay strong. You have to believe yourself. You have to believe yourself. You have to believe that, yes, your position, your idea could save somebody. Because of that, you will never ever let anybody to discourage you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have to start something in life, if you're in Africa, you are in any third world country, you are in the United States, and then you are watching this program, I want you to sit down and think about it. I want you to sit down and think about it in a second. That, wait, what am I doing? Why I dream about this and then didn't start? Why I dream about this and then didn't work on it? If something comes into your life, come on, let me tell you, let us put the business on hold for a little. Let us come down to our personal life. Maybe you've been crying looking for a wife. You've been crying looking for a husband. You've been crying looking for a job. But when the job or the husband or the wife comes, you mess it up. You take it for granted. But you don't sit down and think about why this individual is in my life. You don't sit down and think about why I got this job. You don't sit down and think about why this person put me in this position for me to handle it. You don't say, we take things for granted. We take things for granted. We take things just like that. We just look at it and say, hey, this is it. And then sometimes some people brag because they have that position. They feel like they have it. Without it, nobody can survive. So they feel like they have to do anything. They don't care about him. As far as they have that position, they think that is end of the world. But they tend to forget that human race, our days are numbered. We came to this earth. God sent us to this earth temporarily for us to come and do something to leave behind our generation to come, for them to come and continue. So if you are here listening to me, I want to encourage you. Any idea you have in life, anything you have in life, I want you to believe yourself and trust yourself that yes, you can. There is nothing impossible in your life that you can do if you put your mind on it. There's nothing impossible. Think about those people who travel from far away on a desert to the United States. Do you think these people thought they would die? Those people even who perish on the desert. Do you think they thought? No, they had a vision to come to the greatest land on the planet, the land of opportunity, to start something, to build themselves and then build their family. That is what it is. So they came, they walked, some fell and died, but they passed through to come. And then, of course, some people have been through that, came here, built, have families, their families are serving this country. That is how God created us human beings. So any vision you have, anything that you have in life, I want to encourage you. I want to tell you, anything that you have to do, any idea that God has planted in you, I want you to believe and have full faith that God gave you that idea. And then work on it. Don't think that you are in Africa. Don't think that you are far away, there is no light, nothing. There is something unique that you can do to help the other people. I'm not saying that you should do any philanthropic work or whatever it is, but anything that you do. For example, if you live in a small village, and then you visit, let's say you visited a small village, and then you found out that that village, their main problem is how they can get clean water to drink. You know definitely that is their problem. You have money or you have vision to start your own pure water business. Go and set it up. You think that you need to set it up in somewhere to make more money. No, just set it up, start it. And provided you alone is over there, God has planted it into you and that you will be successful. You don't know when your blessing will start. You don't know when that business will pick up. You don't know when that organization will become so powerful, so big, like all these companies. Everything me and you are enjoying on this earth, somebody thought about it and then started it. Let me give you an example. Everybody use Microsoft, right? Everybody use Microsoft. Around the world, millions of people use computer, use Microsoft software and other things. Windows and other things. Who came up with this idea? Do you think Bill Gates, when he was starting this, do you believe that he thought this thing could spread all over the world? No, he thought he was just starting it. Starting a small business. And this, his business is saving billions and billions of people's life. The same thing, Apple. The same thing, the channel me and you are using, either being Facebook, TikTok, or WhatsApp, or whatever. Somebody sat down and had that idea. Idea to prosper people. Idea for people to use it to save lives. You see, last time I was talking with a guy, and he lives in United States and then teaching in Africa using Zoom, free Zoom, to teach. He lives in America teaching people over 6,000 miles away using Zoom every day. This guy is saving lives. But let me ask you, the person who designed this idea, brought out this idea, this app, this platform, what did you think this person was thinking? This individual was thinking about the greatest thing, either to help himself, to make money, but he didn't know that he was doing it to help humanity. Person who designed WhatsApp, think about how many free calls people make to talk to their parents, to talk to their moms, to talk to everybody out there. Somebody sat down and did it. Facebook, somebody sat down. TikTok, somebody sat down and did it. So how about you? What is yours? What is yours? If you live in Africa, what is yours? If you live in anywhere in the world, what is yours? Think about it. If you're a youth and watching this video, I want you to sit down and think about it. Start something that will build your nation, something that will build yourself, something that will build humanity, help humanity grow. Start it. Start it. Just start working on it right now, folks. I just want to encourage somebody. I want to encourage you because you are unique. You are absolutely unique. So sometimes when I see when somebody is given power and that individual try to use power to manipulate people, to destroy life, to just do things that doesn't make sense, I sit down and say, why these people are doing this? People doesn't know because they think everything, but they tend to forget that we are human beings. We will soon leave. And then if we leave, what else? If we leave, if we come, instead of creating legacy, we do things that our name will never even be remembered. Anytime your name is mentioned, it's a problem. For example, Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler came, did his part. But now, at my age, I haven't seen anybody out there naming his son or whatever it is Adolf Hitler. I haven't heard anything. Maybe there is something over there, I don't know. But you don't want your name to be like that. For example, this is just an example. So if you are a leader in a country, you are a leader in a tribe, you are a leader somewhere, set a positive legacy. A legacy to help you grow and grow somebody. Your name will never, ever do what? Will never, ever be erased from this earth if you do positive things. But if you do negative things, your names will be. But let me tell you something. That name will be a tarnished name. Will be something that people will hate it forever. Probably you don't care. Probably your life you don't care. Yes, fine. But everyone on earth came to this earth purposely to do one way or the other. God has given us opportunity to rule, to do anything, but it's up to you. It's up to you to make right decision. Ladies and gentlemen, I will end here, but tomorrow we will continue. So come for more information. I think this is the time for us to work hard. This is the time to meet and then organize and then make sure that we do things, right things to help ourselves. Right things. That's why sometimes I tell people, I say, look, if it's time for you to vote, your vote is part of God's work. Your vote. If it comes to anything, you have to vote or you have to do anything, it's God's work. Whatever you do, there is a mark on it, either positive or negative. So folks, I will end here. Like the channel, forward it, and share with your friends. And then let us all come together as human body to do something to help ourselves. If God has given you idea or Allah has given you idea or whatever it is in life, I want you to continue. Work on it. Work on it. Something that somebody has done, another man can do it better. If you look around us, there are some things that if you go back history and look at the beginning of it, it started like even right now, if you know the sources, you will just say, oh my God. For example, just common example, aeroplane. When Wright brothers started it, two brothers, they invented it. Now aeroplane can carry over thousands of people at a time. So I just want you to know that, yes, anything that God has planted in you, you can do it. Do it and do it better. Think about it and do it better. And you will never fail.